Okay, today I'm going to show you getting the final finish on the Jeep Cherokee Limited, or at least a large section of it. I'm also going to show you how you can save some money on some material when you're doing a large restoration project like this one. And also a few tips and tricks along the way. Let's do this. Well, I am thrilled to say that we are just about to see the body of the Jeep Cherokee in final paint, or at least a large section of it. We had it ready 2 or 3 weeks ago, and then it dropped off, or rather the temperature went way up. It got up in the 90s, and I wanted it to be a nicer day before I took on such a large section to try to keep the management down on the paint work. But we have it re-prepped back out now. Everything's taped up, and we even had a first base coat put on it. We're going to go back over and scuff this down and give everything a final check to make sure, that it's how we want it before we put the final paint on it. But what we've done on this one, since this color is very friendly, is we're breaking this down into 2 sections. We're painting all of the door jambs, the roof, quarter panels, and all around in the backing jambs, all in one section. That way there's no paint lines or anything on the inside. Inside these door jambs will all be smooth. We won't have to come back and retape the jambs off and do that. We're going to go ahead and get all of this out of the way in one section. And then we're going to retape it back off and do the doors in the front in another section. Okay, I'll show you some of the products that we're going to use when painting the Jeep Cherokee. And I'm going to show you the base coat and the clear and some things about the equipment that we're going to use. So this is being painted with a base coat clear coat. It's not a single stage. It is going to be a true base coat with a urethane clear coat on top of it. And so what I'm going to use as far as the base coat goes is this is a midline base coat. It's a really good quality product. It's called Wanda Base. There are other midline products that are just as good. Shop line, everybody's got things that are similar to this. It's made by Axo Nova. And we've had really good luck with this. Color matches on this are going to be typically acceptable. The only time we would use a more expensive base coat, something like a diamond or a glass riddle, it's on some of these really specialty colors that has a special metallic in it or something like that. With this PW7 white on this is just as good as anything. The quality of this product and the midline products is just as good as far as how they lay out and how they act as a more expensive product is going to be. The only difference is that there's under specialty colors, this may be the way to go. These midline products might not have the development on their color matches that they need to. But on common colors, this is the way to go. There's not really any use in spending the money, $100 for a pint of Glasgow or whatever the case may be. So that's going to be the base coat that we use. Okay, so what I'm going to use as far as the clear coat goes on the Jeep is going to be this Audubon Show Car Clear by CPS Coatings. This is a good higher solids clear coat, and that's what you want. Whatever brand you get, most brands have their cheaper products and their more expensive products. Just make sure that it's a more high solids clear. That's what you want. That's where you're going to get the good gloss. You're going to get the hold out. It's not going to shrink up down the road and look bad. It's going to last. It's going to have a real high DOI, distinctness of image. And that's what you're looking for. So always lean towards getting a good high solids clear, and you will not regret spending the extra money. Okay, so what I'm going to use as far as the equipment to put the base coat and the clear coat on the Jeep Cherokee is going to be the 3M PPS system, which is these cups. We like these. You're never going to have any drips or anything out of these. And we're also going to use the 3M PPS gun that this goes with. We like these guns. There are guns that throw a better pattern and that will lay down a smoother finish. If you're a beginner, one of these is going to be a little tough. The one thing we really like about these is they sick material, like having high T and M. I mean, they are sicking, and we like that. You don't have a bunch of overspray all in the air, and that's just as beneficial. You just got to make sure that your pattern is correct and you're really on your toes when you're applying the material. You can get the same results out of this as you can any gun. It's just according to your level of experience, really. Now, a beginner may just want to use one of these inexpensive, like optimum guns, or one of your inexpensive guns. You can actually lay down a smoother and slicker finish easier with a cheap gun than you can this gun right here. But either way, both will work. It's just according to where your level of experience is and where your pocketbook's at. Okay, I'm just about to be getting the final base coat on the Jeep Cherokee Limited. But I did want to show you guys something about a tack rag. It's pretty simple, but a lot of people miss it. Of course, a tack rag is something you're going to use to go over your paint right before you paint, so that you pick up any final dust before you start spraying. And a lot of times I've seen painters in shops, and they'll just pull their tack rag out like this, and they'll just start whacking. They'll take that square and they'll start whacking. Well, that's really not the way to do it. It's kind of lazy. What you want to do is, and don't even fold it out just this much. What you really need to do is fold this tack rag out completely, all the way. Get it all the way completely open. Yeah, it's going to take a minute to do it. Get it completely out. This is how big a tack rag really is, right here. And what you want to do, you want to get it folded all the way out, and then hold it like this, and just drop it in your hand. Drop it in your hand where it's fluffy, like this. And that way, one thing, if you don't have gloves on or you got sweat on your hands, you're not getting right down and taking a chance of getting that on the surface. But this is real fluffy, and so that's getting in all those cracks and crevices as you go out and just lightly tack over. Just like that. That's going to do a better job. And then also another thing is, the next time you go to use your tack rag, which you can use more than once, all you got to do is shake it out again, take it, grab another corner of it, and drop it in your hand. You got a fresh side. Every time you drop that thing down, it's fresh. And you can just tack over it just like that. That's going to be a better way to do it. Don't do this. Okay, it is hammer time. Let's put the icing on this cake.
Okay, well that was a good bit of management, paint management, that is, to bite off all at once. But I am glad I did it this way so that everything is slick inside and out. I really like doing it this way where you paint the roof and the quarter panels and all the jambs all at once. This usually works out really well. That way you have no lines inside the door jambs. Everything is just nice and slick inside and out. If this had been a pearl white or one of these new reds or something, I probably would not have done it this way. But on this friendly color, this is the way to go. Everything nice inside and out. Even up under these rocker panels. Looks excellent under here. We spent more time on these rocker panels than we did the rest of the whole vehicle. We want everything looking good top to bottom. Okay, so the icing is on this cake, and I am happy with this. Everything turned out fine. Got a couple little drips here and there and a few little things I'm gonna have to take care of with the magic eraser. But overall, I am happy with this. It's kind of like my old buddy Ricky used to say at Slick Rick's Flip Flop Shop. That is licky good.